Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Mountain Blade Warband, Anno 1257. While we are here at Nicaea, waiting for Fures to go after, since apparently we have not killed enough of them, I wanted to talk a little bit about our enemies, that being the Latin Empire. What is this Latin Empire, you might ask? Well, the Latin Empire, as I mentioned in the first episode, started when the Crusaders and Venice captured Constantinople and effectively broke the Byzantine Empire. The Latins decided to segment the territories of the empire between them, with Venice getting 3/8 of it, including the island of Crete down here, and they made a deal so that they were not under the authority of the empire. They were separate. They basically had their lands and they governed it on their own. With regards to the rest of it, though, the Venetian Doge was offered the crown of Constantinople, and he wisely refused. Who took it instead was a gentleman by the name of Baldwin. It was between him and a guy named Boniface, and apparently, even though Boniface had connections in the imperial court and seemed on paper to be the best choice, they decided to give it to Baldwin because he was more virtuous, I suppose, more of a crusaderly guy. But the problem was, as soon as they took over, they didn't trust the Greek bureaucracy, so they sacked all of them. And unfortunately, the Westerners were very good at fighting, very good at jousting, very good at wenching, not so good at running an empire. And the Byzantines, though we use the term Byzantine perjurously these days to describe something that is unnecessarily complicated, they were incredibly good at bureaucracy. They were incredibly good at managing the empire. So, unfortunately, the emperors of Constantinople, the Latin emperors, including Baldwin, had to spend the majority of their time in Europe begging for money. In fact, it is said that the number one export from Constantinople during the years that it was commanded by the Latin Empire were relics that they raided and stole from Greek churches and sold to Western powers. So the Latin Empire was doomed from the start. The Venetian Doge knew this, but they still managed to hang on for about 50 years. In fact, at the beginning, they inflicted very severe blows against the nascent Empire of Nicaea. I'm seeing a lot of caravans. I'm not seeing a lot of Fures, but there's got to be some somewhere, right? Because they haven't given me off the quest yet. So, eventually, however, the... Oh, Fures? No, Swedish. What are the Swedish doing here? Come on. So eventually, they finally just started to lose ground again to the resurgent Nicaeans. And the empire, the Latin Empire that is, which fell, as I said, in 1261 to the Empire of Nicaea, their final leader was a gentleman by the name of Baldwin II of Courtenay. And again, like previous leaders, he spent most of his time in Europe begging for money from the Pope as well for aid and support. As the story goes, he was asleep in the Blackernay Palace the night the attack happened, and he only just barely escaped out of town with the Byzantines on his heels. He boarded a Venetian ship, and he set sail and went to Italy. Well, with making some stops along the way. Baldwin II ruled probably the longest of any Latin emperor. He ruled from 1228 to 1261. He was the nephew, I believe, of the initial Baldwin I, and also the nephew of the second Latin emperor, Henry. By the time Baldwin left Constantinople and it was reconquered by the Byzantines, or the Empire of Nicaea, 50 to 59, huh? 9 hours ago, the city's population, often numbered in the millions, had dropped to 35,000, further proving that the Latins had no idea how to run a large city. So, that is the story of the Latin Empire. And looks like Mikhail Paleogos is now the marshal. Well, congratulations, buddy. And so it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that they would fall. Not only were they fighting against Nicaea in the east, which went bad for them as time went on, but they were also fighting some severe wars against the Bulgarians in the west. In fact, the first emperor, Baldwin I, it is believed, was murdered by the Bulgarian king, or emperor, or whatever he was referring to himself at the time. The Bulgarians said he died in prison, but the story goes that he was murdered in a rage by the king when the city of Philippopolis rebelled against him, and like a Byzantine emperor before him, his skull was made into a drinking cup by the Bulgarian. So yeah, Latin Empire, not built to last. But here they are right here. We have Orthon de Tournai, and he has quite a lot of men I just saw. So let's be careful here. I'm not seeing any forays, dude. Are you sure there are some more left? Let's see here. Guildmaster. Good day, Marcus Aurelius. Ah, have you any progress to report? Not yet. So I guess, screw you, dude. You know what we're going to do? We're going to... This is not working for us anymore. We're going to start raiding. But we need a bit more men for that to happen. Right now we have 59. Not a lot. I would feel comfortable with about 100. See in our notes here. Yeah, deal with looters. I have 17 days, but again, I'm not just going to spend 17 days running around looking at looters. That's just stupid. So let's go to Smyrna and recruit some urban levies. I like those better than the rural levies because they become swordsmen eventually. And we can get 12 of them. I like it. Okay. And let's leave. I do think we have enough money to pay for my army for one more week. Let's see. Budget report. Okay. Oh, and we're going to get 3,496 gold from Sardis. So we're actually going to make a profit. That's great. I don't know why Sardis all of a sudden is making me so much money. In my test games, I only got maybe a couple hundred from my fief, but I guess it's because we've been able, for the most part, to keep it safe-ish. Well, it has been raided. First game I could say that that's happened, actually. We'll check it out before we leave. Okay, let's recruit some more. 5 more. Alright. It's not great, but it's okay. Maybe they'll get some experience as we're running around, and I can upgrade them. And Sardis. Now, the castles have the mounted skirmishers, which are okay, but not great. Let's go to Laodicea first. No one here seems willing to join your party. Well, screw you guys then. Next time a raiding party's heading over for you, I'm just going to say, sorry, got other things to do. 76, we're not quite there yet. Oh, what do we got here? Serbian caravan. Sicari Orientis, Mediterranean bandits. Let's get them. Why not? Get some experience. And nope, they've managed to run away. Well, you cannot win them all. And looks like, oh, Nicaea has been raided. That is a shame. 13. Okay, we'll recruit all of them. And meet with the Elder. Elder, I just want to check on you, buddy. I want to see how things are going. You want to be trained? That might take some time, but we could do that, sure. Oh, splendid. Splendid. Let's train them. And Tychon is really good, so let's have him do it. It'll take 10 hours. Might as well rest, relax, let my men get some experience. This place is worth 3,000 gold to me, so I might as well make sure that they're safe. Or safer, anyway. So, I wonder, in this LP, if Constantinople will fall before or after 1261. We have trained one peasant. One peasant. Well, that will stop the bandits in their tracks, won't it? Super peasant. Alright, let's go. What's up, buddy? Oh, this is that kind of fighting, huh? Well, this is Greece. Okay. Oop. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Oh, look at that. You're doing pretty good for a peasant with pink hair. Oof. You're a part-time magical girl. Okay, enough of this nonsense. Not sitting here playing with sticks. Excellent. Let's train some more. I want Sardis to breed some of the best fighters in the, well, Eastern world? Mid-Eastern? Near Eastern? Near Eastern world. We have a bunch of guys running around. And we're almost out of food. And here's our wealth. Okay, so we made quite a bit of money. Excellent. Okay, we have to beat up another shirtless peasant. I think we could handle that. I'm not even going to waste time this time. Let's just take him down. Oh, come on. Can I? There we go. There we go. Oh, good. Pole arms. I'm better at pole arms. That's lovely. Alright, well, we need to eat. So, let's buy supplies from the peasants. I guess some date fruit would be fine. Dried meat, certainly. Pork will go bad. I don't know how long olives. Oh, the +1 of party morale. Yeah, it's not even that important. Okay, return. And now let's train them some more. I do want to finish this quest. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but it will improve the opinions of my people toward me. It gives my men some safe time to train up and gain experience, and I hope, though I'm not entirely sure, that it will cause Sardis to be better protected. Though a watchtower and some buildings that cost money I don't have would also be very nice. Now I thought, okay, that's that. What if I... There we go. Hey, sucker. Okay, enough of you. Yeah. There you go. Oh, I hit him so hard he crashed into the wall. I'm like the Incredible Hulk. He actually melded with the stone. They're indifferent to me, but I love them. They're my people. I give them my bounty. Why do not they love me back? Oh my. That is a lot of Nicaeans. Hopefully there'll be some of the Latin Empire left for me to pillage. I love how we train in this dingy alley. Like, really? This is the only place we could train in the whole town? Isn't there a village green or something? The peasants are embarrassed. They don't want to see me just knock the hell out of them. 2 hits. I mean, what kind of peasant are you? Okay, well, let's train some more, I suppose. Tychon, man. You need to be better at this. I am a bit disappointed by how slow my... What were they? I guess mercenary companions level up. My troops level up like crazy. The Gaelic kingdom has declared war against the Kingdom of England. Some good stuff. Let's see, 1257. What's going on in 1257? Venice and Genoa are at a war with each other right now, though they're pretty much always at war with each other. That's kind of how Venice and Genoa do. But it's the... It has a name. I don't know it, but their war does have a name. Yeah. Next time, maybe with some armor, you'll do better, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bandits. Bandits are on the way. So we're not just training peasants anymore. Now we're going to have a real fight. Why am I a Greek mounted? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inside of him. Ooh, that sounds dirty. Infantry. Why don't you stand close to each other? And I'm going to try to... The rest of the battle, I'm going to try very hard to stay outside of the cavalrymen. Alright, let's go. Just going to run into him with my lance. Where are you going? Let me lance you. Oh. Wow, do I have a lance stuck inside of me? That's uncomfortable. Come on. Come on. Oh, I got one. I don't think I'm actually doing that much damage, though, to be perfectly honest with you. My peasants are all getting killed. You know why? Because I'm telling them to hold still. Now I'm going to tell them to charge. Okay. It's funny that the lance that's sticking out of me is longer than the lance I'm actually using. Oh, hey. I'm not impressed. Frankly, I'm not impressed by this lance. Full charge, bandits, they're just laughing at me. It is couched, right? There we go. Wow, 124 experience for a bandit. That's not bad. I wonder how much Smokey is worth. I know 90% of you probably don't even know what that means. What pretty mountains. I mean, this is a nice place to have a fief. Could be worse. Oh, we won. Lovely. I have like 100 and some men though, so where did they all go? So we lost 1 Greek urban levy. Oh, big deal. And 10 peasants. Yikes. Whew. Well, that's alright. We killed them. The bandits are broken. Those few who remain run off with their tails between their legs, terrified of the peasants and their new champion. I'm not only their champion, I'm also like their lord, right? I'm like their boss. The villagers have little left in the way of wealth after their ordeal, but they offer you all they can. Refuse, stating that they need these items more than you do. These are my people. I must treat them well. And 12 of them want to join me. Well, absolutely. Do you have more supplies? No, just pork. Alright, so there we are. We have done good things for my village. And we now have 100 friends fighting alongside us. Many of which are going to be javelineers. And medium swords. Well, 1 medium swordsman. Okay. Bunch of light spearmen. Many, many spearmen. Ooh, and I gained a level 2. Hooray. Alright, so let's take a look at that. Charisma would be okay. What do I need for more leadership? Okay, leadership. Each point increases maximum blah blah blah, but it doesn't tell me how much charisma I need. Maybe charisma will tell me. Each point increases your party size limit by 1. And the following skills cannot be developed beyond 1/3 of charisma. Okay, so leadership. So a charisma of 9, I can do 3. So I would need a charisma of 12 to get 4. That's a lot of charisma. I don't think that might be worth my point spending at this moment. When I could spend that money on something like trade to save money, or looting, which would be very useful as well. I'm terrible. I'm good at riding, I guess. I'm as good as I can be. I wonder if I need to learn pole arms. Yeah, I guess lances, yeah. So that's why I'm not so good at the lance. But I like weapons better. Probably power draw would be pretty decent. Weapons master, huh? If I got 9 agility, I can gain weapons master 3. Boom. That's how it's going to go. So let's gain some one-handed and... Really? Where did it all go? I thought I had much more than that. Oh well. I want 2-handed weapons though, so I can have a battle axe. And I need archery still too, or crossbowery. Well, whatever. For now, we are done. And we have many brave men ready to die. For me, well, I guess. Let's get a few more at Chonai. Chonai, okay. Hello. Would anyone like to join us? 12. Yes, absolutely. And perhaps some food would be in order too. Yeah, bread. Bread is delicious and nutritious. Grain comes with a lot of it, but bread is much better for morale. Grain is cheap though, but we have grain. We're almost out though. Some grain. That'll be good for now. Okay. You know what? I know this guy's a Balt. I know he is. And he may hurt morale, and maybe I'll fire him if he does, but I want to give him a chance, because there are no Orthodox traders, and apparently this never changes. No matter what city I'm in, these are the only choices I get. Doesn't matter. I even went to the Ilkhanate lands once, and this is all I got. So, it is what it is. We're going with Vizgurtas the Balt. And he's going to help me make lots of money soon. So, alright, well, you learned a bunch about the Latin Empire today. Next episode, we are going to sail to Greece, and we are hopefully going to be in the backlands of our enemy, and we're going to do some raiding. I know it might be safer to do the raiding here. I've done it in both places. This could go terribly wrong, but it might go terribly right. And if it does, we'll have lots of money, lots of plunder, lots of fame. My men will become more experienced, and that's what we need. We need a hardened force of experienced and talented and well-armored troops in order to fight against the Latin Empire. Bandits, sure, I can fight them with an army of trained peasants, but the Latins are going to require something a bit more advanced. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.